In this video, we'll be taking a look at 2 NBA games happening on January 25th, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 4 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 2 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Philadelphia 76ers versus Indiana Pacers. Philadelphia 76ers and Indiana Pacers are set to clash in a conference bout on Thursday night, bringing together 2 teams with distinct recent performances. The 76ers, boasting a record of 29-13, 27-15 against the spread, and 25-16-1 over/under, are riding the momentum of a home victory against the Spurs on Monday. In contrast, the Pacers, with a record of 24-20, 24-17-3 against the spread, and 25-19 over/under, are looking to rebound from a home defeat at the hands of the Nuggets on Tuesday, resulting in a 1-1 season series between the 2 teams. Philadelphia's recent form has been nothing short of impressive, with the team eyeing a 7th consecutive win following their dominant 133-123 triumph over the Spurs. Joel Embiid showcased his prowess by delivering a career-high 70 points, accompanied by 18 rebounds and 5 assists on 24 of 41 shooting. Tyrese Maxey and Tobias Harris also made substantial contributions, adding 18 and 14 points, respectively. The team shot at a commendable 49% from the field, securing their lead early on and exploding for 42 points in the third quarter. Looking ahead, the 76ers have upcoming matchups against the Nuggets, Trail Blazers, and Warriors. On the flip side, the Indiana Pacers find themselves in a challenging period, having lost 5 of their last 6 games. Their recent setback against the Nuggets in a 114-109 loss reflected a 3-game losing streak. Miles Turner led the team with 22 points, supported by T.J. McConnell and Pascal Siakam. Despite a promising start with a 13-point lead, the Pacers faltered in the third quarter, succumbing to a 39-19-point deficit. The team's upcoming challenge lies in overcoming their recent struggles, with Tyrese Halliburton ruled out and Jalen Smith listed as questionable. As the game approaches, uncertainties surround the availability of key players. Tobias Harris is questionable for the 76ers, while the Pacers have ruled out Tyrese Halliburton, with Jalen Smith's participation hanging in the balance. The Pacers, though still a formidable offensive force, face challenges in the absence of Halliburton, impacting both their 3-point shooting and defensive capabilities. The 76ers, riding a wave of success, have emerged victorious in 7 of their last 8 meetings against the Pacers. The Pacers' reliance on Tyrese Halliburton becomes evident in his absence, particularly in high-scoring matchups. Without him, Indiana is expected to struggle in 3-point shooting, and defensively, containing the 76ers' potent offense poses a challenge. The 76ers, with a 27-15 record against the spread this season, appear well-positioned to capitalize on the Pacers' current predicament. Consequently, the Philadelphia 76ers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full-game side pick, given the reasonable line. In recent encounters, the 76ers have exhibited offensive prowess against the Pacers, scoring 137 and 126 points in their 2 meetings this season. Furthermore, they have consistently surpassed the 124-point mark in 4 of their last 5 games. Notably, the Pacers rank second in pace, while the 76ers have no qualms adapting to a quick pace. Indiana's impressive 50.5% field goal percentage, along with a 52% success rate against the 76ers this season, showcases their offensive efficiency. The over has prevailed in the last 5 meetings between these rivals, setting the stage for a high-scoring affair. This matchup unfolds between 2 of the NBA's top offenses, promising an abundance of 3-point shots and a fast-paced game. Indiana's pace, ranked 4th at 104.1, aligns with Philadelphia's pace of 101.5, placing both teams among the league's quickest. Additionally, the 76ers' 26-16 record in hitting the over contrasts with the Pacers' 25-18-2 record, indicating a penchant for high-scoring games. Anticipating a shootout over the projected total is our full game total pick. Utah Jazz vs. Washington Wizards. In a captivating interconference showdown set against the backdrop of the nation's capital, the Utah Jazz embark on a road trip to face the Washington Wizards on Thursday night. The Jazz faced a disheartening 153-124 defeat on the road against the Pelicans in their previous game, falling short of covering the 6.5-point underdog line. Meanwhile, the Wizards engaged in a home clash against Minnesota the night before, succumbing to a 113-104 loss against Denver in their last contest, although they covered the spread as a 12.5-point underdog. The historical regular season series favors the Jazz with a 60-52 record, including a 120-112 victory in their latest matchup on December 22, 2022. Having experienced a recent downturn with a 3-game losing streak, the Utah Jazz are determined to break free from their slump. The Pelicans handed them a crushing 153-124 defeat on the road, prompting Collin Sexton to lead the team with 22 points and 7 assists. Simone Fontecchio contributed 18 points, shooting 6 of 9, while John Collins added 14 points and 9 rebounds. Despite shooting 46% from the field and 12 of 36 from beyond the arc, the Jazz faltered defensively, allowing 43 points in the second quarter and remaining out of contention. Keon George struggled, shooting 1 of 8, while Lauri Markkanen managed only 4 of 15 from the field for his 11 points. Looking ahead, the Jazz will face the Hornets, Nets, and Knicks in upcoming games. On the other hand, the Washington Wizards find themselves in a challenging situation, having lost 11 of their last 12 games. A 5-game losing streak looms over them following a 118-107 defeat against the Timberwolves. Denny Avdija led the team with 24 points and 6 assists, supported by Kyle Kuzma and Marvin Bagley, who each scored 17 points. Daniel Gafford chipped in with 10 points. Despite shooting 48% from the field and 10 of 24 from beyond the arc, the Wizards, after a competitive first half, succumbed to a third-quarter onslaught by the Timberwolves, managing only 19 points. Complicating matters for Washington is their engagement in a second game of a back-to-back set, a situation that has been problematic for them throughout the season. Winless in such scenarios and being outscored by more than 15 points per game, the Wizards face a daunting challenge. While the Utah Jazz have endured a 3-game losing streak, their rest advantage and superior rotation put them in a favorable position. Despite defensive struggles, the Jazz maintain an advantage on the boards over the Wizards. With the Utah Jazz aiming for redemption after a 29-point loss against the Pelicans, their focus shifts to a critical matchup against the Washington Wizards, who are playing the second game of a back-to-back. Considering the team ratings, the Jazz should be favored by approximately 10 points, highlighting the defensive challenges faced by Washington as a key factor in the upcoming game. Despite the recent 3-game losing streak, the Jazz have an opportunity to bounce back against the struggling Wizards, presenting a reasonable line for the game. So the Utah Jazz to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. In the pursuit of a much-needed victory following 3 consecutive losses, the Utah Jazz expressed disappointment over their 31-point defeat against the Pelicans. Fortunately, their upcoming opponent is the Washington Wizards, mired in a winless streak and facing the challenge of a back-to-back set. The betting line for this matchup appears reasonable, setting the stage for a potential turnaround for the Jazz. Anticipating a standout performance from Markkanen and Sexton, the Jazz aim to secure a win, covering the spread and propelling them back to a .500 record for the season. Examining the statistical landscape, the Utah Jazz have encountered the over in 25 of their 45 games this season, indicating a propensity for high-scoring contests. However, turnovers have been a persistent issue, ranking 30th in the league with an average of 16 per game. Despite defensive challenges, they maintain the 10th highest tempo in the league, averaging 100.1 possessions per game. On the other side, the Washington Wizards have gone over the total in 22 of their 42 games, displaying an inclination for high-scoring affairs. Leading the league in pace with 103.2 possessions per game, they commit 13.6 turnovers per contest, ranking 16th in the league. Considering the recent offensive and defensive performances, as well as home and away factors, both teams contribute to a projected total of 242. Incorporating their average pace of 106.2 possessions, the final predicted total for the game stands at 257. In anticipation of Utah exploiting Washington's defensive vulnerabilities, over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.